Well, of course, everybody else kind of have to have their video. Now it's my turn, and I get to do my version. And thank you, BW Hockey, gave me some inspiration for me to jump on and do my version of this. And yeah, I'm wearing Buffalo Sabres today. This is for my friend Jules up in Webster. Shout out to my girl up there. But you guys have got to see everybody from the Jersey Zone. BW did his. Now I'm going to give you mine. And in case you're wondering what the heck this video is going to be about, well, if you want to know more about everything else, there's this thing. It's called subscribe button. You hit that, and then you'll be alerted for what's coming up, what's new, all the story times we're doing, the Gen X stuff. But we do a lot of hockey content and sports takes, but this one's important. You won't know anything unless you hit that subscribe button. We do appreciate you. We're coming up on 1 year here on the channel. But this video right here is pretty much kind of just go straight to it. Fanatics takes over the NHL deal. Everybody knows that. We are all fearing for our lives. However, during the time Adidas had their time, I believe it was 6, 7 years, I believe, right around that ballpark. They did some really, really phenomenal stuff. And what BW Hockey did was pretty awesome. He had his takes of what his favorite Adidas jerseys was for each team. Now it's my turn to jump in the pool, and I'm going to do the exact same thing here. With each and every team, I'm going to tell you what my favorite was, and everybody's going to have their own, and I'm going to try to do my best to burn through every single team that I had. And trust me, he's not wrong. This was not an easy thing to do. So with that in mind, I'll just throw myself up here and give you my takes, and some of them may not even be my favorite, but probably one of the best I could possibly think of. Not all of these are going to be their home and road because everybody knows they're home and roads. But I will say this. This may pretty much be any of the original stuff Adidas did come out with during their time span, and this was one of them. This was the third jersey for the Anaheim Ducks when they brought the Mighty Duck logo back, and this basically in a nutshell, pretty much now has become their home jersey, just renovated, darker orange. And everyone remembers the logo's changed. I have that video. You can see that later down the road. I have to give this credit to this was one of my favorite ones. I'm glad they went back to the Mighty Ducks logo. And speaking of which, this I think was my favorite. I have to go and throw an honorable mention to the 30th anniversary. When they went back to the eggplant and jade, that some people didn't like that logo, but this logo was a little bit felt, and I was just happy they went back to the eggplant and jade. A lot of people wanted that, but when they said they were supporting and representing Orange County, stay with the orange. No problem. I have no problem with that. But both of those jerseys were fire, no question about it. I'm going to try to do this in the abbreviation order, and Arizona is next. Utah's not there yet, but I will have to go with the reverse retro when they went purple. Without a question, this and the orange did extremely well. This was probably my favorite, and I'll even give a little knowledge to the original home jersey. I will always love. I have a starter version of this jersey. I will never give it up, and I'm hoping someday when I'm old and gray, it's getting there. The Coyotes come back. I really do. I'm going to use the B for the Boston Bruins. I'm going to use that as probably their best one. And it's a tough call because I really enjoy different stuff. I could easily have put any of their reverse retros, but I am going to put the regular B logo with the straight collar on it. But I give an honorable mention to the, Winter Classic when they played the Penguins at Fenway. With the Meth Bear, I got to give a little bit of a shout out to those people in Fenway. This is a no-brainer. Sabres. Goat head. This right here, still probably top 5 jerseys in the league. And you can never go wrong with the original. But when they brought the goat head back in the 90s, 2000s colors of the black and red, this was a home run for Buffalo. I know they're still kind of creeping up there. They had the longest drought in the league of a playoff run, but goat head is that's not even an argument. Let's see here. What do I have next? Oh yeah, it's Calgary. I got to throw Blasty up in here. Um, this is now going to be their third. This has been their third jersey since they had it, and you can never go wrong with that. I don't think they should get rid of it. I think they're having it one more year. But there really wasn't any other major one that I saw in like the original home. Probably will always be their best jersey ever. But anything original, kind of, I have to really, really think about it. But I'll give Blasky its due. I'm going to go with the Carolina Hurricanes road jersey. I have this jersey, but this is a kind of original. I really, really, I did not mind it. It is their home. This is their road jersey. It was kind of tough to pick one because their home is never really changed a lot, not even for the bottom of the jersey to whatever. And they decided to do the black jersey with the flag logo as their home jersey. They don't know who they are. And there are rumors they're trying to rebrand a little bit, but I thought about the reverse retro, and I kind of also thought, would I be cheating if I went to the Hartford Whaler? Because they still do these once a year. But when they redid the Whaler jersey, can't complain, and still, um, we're still hoping someday Hartford comes back for real. I'm not. That's starting to get old. I'm going to go with the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm just going to go with the original road jersey, the white jersey, the red jersey. They are epic. They will be forever some of the best original six, and it's the original jersey. I cannot say no, but I will throw an honorable mention, and I'm going to go the reverse retro here. This was, I believe, this one was the 1.0, and boy, there were some tough ones. That black and white one that BW Hockey Brandon showed, boy, that was a tough call too. I really, really, I did not know what to take on that one. If you go with the Colorado Avalanche, if you do not have this jersey, the reverse retro 1.0 with the Nordique heritage, with the Nordique stuff, that I don't know what you are smoking. This probably out of all the reverse retros is arguably probably the best one. Are taking in the Nordique's heritage. Um, it's I don't have anything else to say. This was a home run. I'll give you a little bit with the new third jersey. That one is it's now their home. It's now their third jersey. But and the Holman Roads did really well. But anything original Adidas did, they that was a grand slam for the reverse retros. Their second one was okay. Now I go to Columbus just because I don't know what else to say, but I think the Cannon should be their home jersey now. I get a lot of people saying like Columbus's brand is getting not necessarily a little old, but they've changed logos a handful of times. And now they have that star wrapped around with the Ohio flag. They have a big following with the Cannon. I think they should think about that when with the next down the road. They are getting that stadium game with Detroit, so keep your eyes out for that one. Dallas, you rebounded hardcore with your second reverse retro. This is ball. I'm telling you right now, the first one was awful. You rebounded, and it's like that Dumb and Dumber thing. Out of all the crap you did, and to come back with this, well done, Dallas. Well done. The striping, and this and it's done in prime green, no question about it. And you use the current color palette with victory green. Well done. I'm going to give you a little bit of a I'll get a little bit of a help. I'll give you that Winter Classic jersey they did in the Cotton Bowl against Nashville. That was a phenomenal jersey you did. A lot of green with the beige pants, a lot of green. This one's easy. Detroit doesn't really change a whole heck of a lot. I even looked at their reverse retros. They were okay. I think I put a couple of them down in the bottom tiers when I did my tier list. But the basic red and white can't go wrong. Edmonton, I'm going to give them the cog. I'm going to give them the cog. They did very well. The home and roads were all right. I was thinking about putting the total jersey in there. Um, and I really didn't feel like putting the heritage on there because if you want to buy the heritage, you should get it with a name and number on it. And that takes a lot. It's a couple extra bucks on there. But the cog did very, very well. I think they should bring that back sometime down the road. Florida was very tough. The Stanley Cup champions, they were tough. I'm just going to give them the the second reverse retro. I could have given them the one with the cat. I could have given them the home on a road. They both did well. I'm just going to give them the first one they did. This was Knock out of the park. Fantastic work. The Kings were also the same thing. They were tough to pick. It was either this one or it was going to be the other reverse retro. But when they did this first one, everybody loved it. It just sucked that this was the pandemic one. This is the one not a lot of people saw. You just could not go. You just couldn't go to a game very often during pandemic time and see this jersey. I wish and hope they do this again, but they are rebranding going back to the 90s. And that's kind of why I give this honorable mention to this one. This was their current third jersey, but this will be a little bit of a mashup going toward bringing back the 90s gear and the new logo, basically the same logo. It's just touched up. You'll see that video. It's up on my queue. Go find it with the hockey news. I will go. I'll go with the reverse retro for the Wild. I could have gone this or gone with the white one, but this will be their home and road. The green and the white. Excuse me. When they did both of those, that was North Stars commemorative. Bring back those colors, and they're going full time in that in 2025. I could have thought about the what was that? Oh yeah, the Winter Classic against St. Louis. I was thinking about that. There's Montreal. I really like the. I wish they could do something with this. I wish they could bring this because not a lot of people saw it. And in Canada, the pandemic years, you could not the sanctions were worse up in Canada than in the U.S. during the pandemic. Not a lot of people could see this. I think, and I said this on a previous episode, bring these back if people don't get a chance to see it. They saw the Expo reverse retro, which did okay, but this one was a banger. I did really, really like this one, and it really would be a banger as a third jersey. Montreal doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. Another tough one was Nashville, and I'm going to go with the first reverse retro just because it mimics the original one with the silver stripes and the silver sleeves on the ends. I had the original one a long, long time ago when they first came in. I thought it was one of the funkiest jerseys I've ever seen. But I can't go wrong with that one. And besides, there's a people that like anything different in Nashville. But I'll tell you what, they're not getting away from the gold. Don't even argue with Nashville people. They love their gold. They're going to stick with it. I'm not even going to argue with anybody in Nashville, not even my classmate who's a Predators fan. Jersey, two basic homes on a road. I could go with the jersey, but I'm going to go with the heritage one that they had. This was very, very simple. And it has a little bit of the green trim. I was thinking about the green reverse retro, but this reminds me more of what I remember in Jersey. What I remember about the Devils, the stripes, the Scott Stevens years, and the Niedermeyer years, man, and the Martin Brodeur years. This is kind of what I remember. So I have to give props to Jersey with that one. And with the Islanders, this is a no-brainer. It's going to be the Fisherman. The only difference, like I said, it was going to be that part in the middle, and they didn't, and they changed the striping a little bit from the OG one. But this is a no-brainer. I couldn't really say anything else. Their home and roads are boring, but they're legendary, and their Stadium Series one was trash. But and who knows? But speaking of Stadium Series, I'm going to go the Rangers, and I'm just going to go straight up with the NYR. Hands down, that is a banger of a jersey. It did extremely well, and I'm not even going to argue with that because I also like their third jersey with the dark blue. I really like that one too as well. Ottawa, I don't really have a favoritism. The red reverse retro, but I have this jersey personally, and I really like it in person. I was thinking about the Heritage Classic one that they did, but I'll just go basic. I really like this. They will get a red third jersey. I think not this year, but next year. That's coming down the road. I am actually going to give Philly some props, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give them this one. This is the winner. This is the Stadium Series that they wore. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about their black third jersey, because I really like their black third jersey. Here's coming from a Penguins fan. I'm giving Philly props. This is the jersey they wore against the Penguins. They won that game 4-3, I believe, in overtime. Got a couple calls here and there. Sorry, I'm being sorry, not sorry to say it. But I really enjoyed the two-tone look. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I give credit to Philly because they went back to the Lindros years for their new jerseys. But this one did extremely well. I was actually impressed. I really, really liked them. And speaking of that, I'm going Penguins here. And as many as of that, this was the jersey they wore against the Flyers that year in the link. I that this jersey very well might be the best one, but it's tough. When I got the Winter Classic back here, I just love the tonal jersey with the penguin in the middle. They hit that one out of the park. Phillies was great. This was simple. The yellow numbers were awesome. The patches worked well. I can't go wrong with that jersey. I'm giving a little bit of a honorable mention to Robo Penguin because when he came back, that was the one of the biggest things. Ask those Pittsburgh people, but Philly people, I love you. But this is just my thing. I gave you some props. Look at this. Tough call on San Jose, but I'm going to give them their NorCal jersey. A lot of people wanted to see black again, and with their new design, I was thinking about the anniversary jersey, but I can't go wrong with the black. When they redid the black, and I could have gone all the way back to 2017 if I wanted to, but this one's a killer. Watch out for San Jose, probably in about 5 years, 3 years, I don't know. Seattle is an easy one. Go with the Winter Classic. This was probably one of the best Winter Classic jerseys, probably in the history. And I give them credit; they won that game. So you win that game against Vegas at home in I believe it was T-Mobile Park. You give Seattle credit, and they're from not this year, but I think next year. I think they're going to get a third, and it might have Space Needle, the anchor on it. So we'll find that out down the road. But this is a no-brainer, hands down. This was tough. St. Louis, another tough one. I'm going to go with the Heritage one, just because this is what reminds me of the winter of the not winter class, but that's old Brett Hall days. That's the old Cujo days. Uh, Gretzky had this jersey, and I have this jersey. It's a phenomenal one. But I also have this one. I have the third jersey, which was also a Winter Classic one, and I have this jersey, and I got it in a mystery box. Go find that video, and you'll get a laugh of who's on the back of it because I scored and don't realize why I deserved it. But this one also honorable mention. Now I'm going to jump to Tampa, and this is easy. It's not even arguable. I like to say that it's not arguable. It's the first reverse retro when they brought the logo back. The logo is itself and in blue, hands down, absolutely phenomenal. I'll give you a little bit of a honorable mention with the Stadium Series with the bolts on it. That one did very, very well as well. Toronto, I'm going to go the Bieber jersey, the black jersey with the reversible with the Bieber on it. It was a tough call. It was between that one and this one. I believe was a Heritage Classic one. I really like the stripes in the middle of it, and they played that game at BMO Field, and that it was a tough call. I got to go with the black because some teams, excuse me, some teams don't like to use black. Toronto finally did. Vancouver, they brought the skate back. You got to love the skate. Some people in some places around are hardcore looking at possibly thinking, yeah, we had our nice time with the Orca and the blue and the green. Go back to where you were. It's a nice idea. Um, I wouldn't care if they did because this is a lot of people remember Vancouver like this. Vegas, I was thinking about the first reverse retro with the star and the star and the sleeve and the red and that, but I'll go with the Vegas glow in the dark one. In case people remember that that font on the front there is from Excalibur font from the hotel. The numbers on the back are from Stardust Hotel, and that's kind of a nice little segue for that. BW Hockey gave the black reverse retro his favorite. I have to go red because Washington is rock the red. I wouldn't be shocked if they just went to this full time. That brings back so many memories of the 90s. I really, really, really like the red. Black is an honorable mention. Even that W one was not bad. And the last one is Winnipeg. I'm going to go both the Heritage one, but there's that other one that they also did. They did the white one too. And there are people that are thinking, people in Winnipeg, go back to these full time. I mean, I get it. I get the idea of what you want to do, but boy, I really like those jerseys. I really do. That's such a tough. That is such a tough call to go by if you want to just change or whatever. And boy, this could have been anybody's. This could have been anybody's cup of tea. How you wanted to put this one together. So, what was your favorite? What was your favorite from the Adidas timeline? That's kind of what this was. So, in every case, kind of a stretchy long video, but if you liked a lot of those teams and a lot of those types of things, it's such a nice, even though we're all fearing for our life that Fanatics is going to take over. What was your favorite back in the Adidas stand? Throw a comment in. We really want to see what you guys think of what was what was the best back in the day. You made it to the end of this video. I do appreciate you, but there's going to be more stuff coming around down the summertime as we're hitting 1 year here on this channel. And I appreciate everybody holding tight, holding on to those bars for this ride that I've been doing. And we'll continue to keep doing this. So if you haven't seen me and done all the stuff, look back and look around. Definitely before you leave, there is that thing. Hit that subscribe button so I can definitely see you guys, see you bloody legends back here in the next one. The bar is closed, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See if I can do this on one try.